The first story I have from Wildlife News is this is just the headline. Can this fish make you cry? Have you heard of this, Thomas?
No.
Well, why do you think a fish is making people cry? If you had to guess.
Too many ideas are swarming through my head. If I try and be logical, I imagine it's probably something like if you eat it or something. Is it that kind of like a chemical response, or is it
So you
actually
think
like
it's
people are
about eating it?
crying because it looks so sad?
Maybe they're crying because it's a big bully.
Yeah.
So this is a story of this fish, this anglerfish that was found washed up on a beach, I believe, which is not where they're supposed to be because they're deep sea fish. They're not even supposed to be near the surface at all. And so people were saying this is really sad because it was lost and confused in a place that it didn't belong. Other people were saying it's sad because of a totally different reason. So, like, the scientific reason is probably that it was caught up in some weird current or it was injured in some way. But lots of people are making this really romantic story about the fish, which is that, like, it just kept swimming up and up until it saw the light, until it saw sunshine, which it had never seen in its life. And people are like sharing really melodramatic like poems and comics about it and songs. It's reflecting people. It's like a story of hope. Yeah, it's like a story of hope, right? Like an animal trying to experience what it's never experienced before. So I shared on the document a comic that someone wrote, which finally made or drew that finally made me realize what it is about the fish that made people so sad and emotional. Do you see the image?
Yeah, it's an anglerfish looking up at the light and saying, and the word finally at the surface.
Yeah. Because I think that made me realize it is sad because it's like if you're anthropomorphizing this fish, it's never experienced this before. And it's just curious about the sun and it gets up there. But as soon as it gets up there, like it's already doomed, it's going to die. So it's like so bittersweet because it's getting to its destination is the destination is also death. So sad.
Vaguely
Are you
reminds me of that
crying yet?
story about that seagull. The fictional story, what was it called? Jonathan Livingston's Seagull or something? They just wanted to fly really fast.
So anyway, does this make you feel sad?
Maybe a small bit, but I'm not really convinced that's why it was swimming to the surface.
Okay, well, some people were writing poems about it, and so I wrote a poem. Would you like to hear my poem?
Sure.
This is inspired by the cryptid factor because Reese likes to make poems sometimes. I was like, if he can do it, why not me, right? So, anyway, this is my
This
poem
does.
about what?
I was just gonna saying this does remind me of the cryptid factor. And I don't even remember him writing poems. It just has that feel to it.
Okay, well, please enjoy my poem. Life in the deep, when all light was mine, always wondered what was up, so I went up. Body failing me, nothing was right, but slowly, out of the emptiness, came light.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Did you rhyme up with up though? There.
No, it's not a rhyme. It's a stylistic device. I don't know why you think that poems always have to rhyme. By the way, I did put
But
a rhyme.
didn't the other part of your poem rhyme? I wish I
Okay,
could see
so
it.
here,
Can you
you can
stop having
see
it
it.
redacted so I can look at it?
Yeah, I'm going to unredact it, and you can look at the format of it.
In a deep, all light was so I went up. But it doesn't even have a nice flow
That's
at that part.
poems are like, oh my gosh. So why don't you write your own then? How about you write your own and we can compare and we can see whose poem is better. If you need time to think about it, we can add it on later.
Maybe.
Or maybe you can just admit that my poem is okay.
It is okay. I like most of it. The rhythm changes for that
No,
part.
that's what it's supposed to
Life
be.
in the
It's supposed to
deep,
be like,
all light was mine. Always wondered what was up. So I went up.
no, no, you're
That's
not
like a
reading it
5-year-old
right.
wrote
You're
that
not
part.
reading it right. Listen. Like, listen, please.
Could a 5-year-old help me finish this?
I read it really deliberately. Please listen again. Life in the deep, all light was mine. Always wondered what was up. So I went up, body failing me, nothing was right. But slowly, out of the emptiness came light. And you're supposed to pause a lot because it's like, it's about the hesitation and the emptiness. I went up, like that. I just think that you have not really thought about this in a literary
I've
way
thought
and
about it.
you're just trying to pick at me for no reason.
No. You just think everything you say and write is like brilliant on the first draft.
Well, whatever. When you make a poem, then we can have a true comparison.
I don't know if I'll be able to write a poem. I might be crying too much.
Well, okay, you go on to your story.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel for full episodes or download the MP3 from the links below.